Okay, so this is just going to be a quick tutorial to show you how to complete this natural increase graph on one county's population based on using Google Sheets, because I know some of you haven't done that first. So hopefully you've already done the first steps, which are just to open our first two links here, my county's demographics. And so this will pull up our Google Sheet here, which is what you'll be filling out. And then your births and deaths by county. And this is going to be a reference sheet. So this is what you're going to base it on. So you're going to need to have both of these pulled up, your My County's demographics and the births and deaths by county. And you can see that mine's loading. Okay, here we go. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to choose a county. So I'm going to do Tooele. Now, if you notice, one unique thing in Google Sheets is that you might click on the box, but then the writing normally happens up here. You see that? So I'm writing in the function bar and then it shows up in that box. Okay, now this first step is going to be pretty easy because we're just copying and pasting the data, but we actually have to type it in. So I'm doing Tooele. So we've got, this is our births on page 1, and then our deaths will be on page 2. So 1,079, 998, 1,079. And as you notice, as we're doing this, the natural increase is going to automatically fill in. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to fill in all the rest of the births. Okay, so I just recorded all of the births that I took off of my births and deaths PDF there. So now what I need to do is record all of the deaths. And one thing I want you to be watching for is how these numbers at the bottom change. Okay, so whatever you do, don't touch this natural increase bar down here because it is set to be a calculation, as you can see here. It's going to take this number and subtract it from that number. So you can see it's going to take B4, subtract B5, and that's how you're going to get this one, and C4 minus C5, and so on. So now I'm going to fill out the deaths. So I'm going to come over here, scroll down to the deaths, Tooele, and I'm going to copy all of these. So now I've just put in all of the deaths that they had each year. And so this is how we get the natural increase, is this is asking how many more people are living in this county just because of more babies being born than old people dying, or, you know, people dying in general, I guess. So this is saying that every single year we're getting more and more people into the county. So in 2010, we had 782 more people than they had the year before because over 1,000 were born and only 297 died. Some of you might do counties where this natural increase will be negative, meaning they had less people than the year before. Okay, what you do after you filled out this information is select all of this. So you can see up here from the 3A down to the I6, select it all, and then click up here on this Insert Chart button. And then I'm going to wait for it to do its math magic. There you go. And we can get our line chart data. And this is what you're going to be basing your reflection questions on. So you can shrink it in size and move it. So where it says drag size and drop chart below here, you need to make sure you put it there because when you submit it on Canvas, only the stuff that's within this section is going to load. It won't show anything else. So then you answer the questions, which is often greater, the births or the deaths? Well, for my county, it's definitely more births than deaths. Okay. Is your natural increase, so that's our yellow line, is it often going up or is it going down? Natural increase is going down. That means even though we're getting more people every year, the amount more we're getting is going down. So we were getting 782 more people in 2010, and by 2017, it was less than 600 more people. So then you're going to answer the last few questions. Is there ever a year when it's negative? For me, no. And then something you found surprising. And then you come back over here to submit your assignment. Select your Google Drive LTI, and then find your assignment to submit. And that's how you do this natural increase graph assignment. It's pretty simple. We're just giving you exposure using Google Sheets and looking at natural increase.